Today on Tracey's Basement, we've got a Dragon Ball haul, and it's all Frieza. Welcome back to the basement. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Today we have a Dragon Ball haul, and it is all Jason's favorite bad guy.
I love this guy! This is my favorite villain! I just gotta get you doing those. You do a pretty good Frieza's. Ho ho ho. He's no Santa Claus. He's no Santa Claus. Yeah.
We have several different Friezas from different lines and the like.
Gonna be doing that all night now.
I love doing it.
She does it all the time, actually. Frieza's awesome. So
Frieza is an awesome character, awesome, amazing bad guy, such pure, ridiculous evil.
He's so evil! Although the ending of Super was just, I don't know, I wanted to hate it, but it was just so awesome.
No
and
spoilers!
Badass, so.
No spoilers, just in case! But, yeah, I agree.
It was so awesome!
What are we going to start with?
Well, let's start with the little things first. Let's start with, actually, so we have 3 of those. Let's start with this.
Okay.
But we have a good bit of stuff to show you. This is an all Frieza haul today. We've got WCF figures, World Collectible figures, Tamashii Buddies. We've got this DXF figure of the Golden Frieza, and I'm going to show off this. I've been waiting to open this for ages. This is the Master Stars Piece Frieza, and I have a few Master Stars pieces in the collection, and they are all fantastic. So, they are amazing. Amazing figures, but let's start with the Tamashii Buddies because you're very familiar with those.
Yes, let's start with Tamashii. We have a few Tamashis that are behind me right now, some Mega Man and some Sailor Moon ones.
Might be a little hard to see there.
And there is a Zed somewhere. I can't see it
I don't know
moment.
where he went. He might have went off
From
the
Power
shelf
Rangers.
just to make room. He's on another shelf, I think.
I need to shredder. There's tape.
Oh.
There's annoying tape. Why do you guys tape these things together?
Everything is tape. Everything is twist tight. Everything hates me.
That will do. So we have all the little stand pieces, of course, so that you can stack them and all that good thing.
And they
you
have
guys
the backgrounds on them.
Know how the Tamashii Buddies work.
Well, they might not. They might not have seen our Tamashii Buddies.
They're right there.
You gotta get the stand out
those,
so we can show them.
The background of
What is it?
I'm all
Calm,
all over the place.
Calm, Blue Ocean. There's no rush. There's no rush.
Here.
Just enjoy the toy.
I got them all scattered all over the floor now.
Okay, you know what? There you go. Just explain the toy, Trace. Just explain the toy.
Here, you can have the pieces. Here's Frieza. So he's on his little stand. They all kind of have a basic, just standing straight up, but in a slight little pose, depending on who the character is. Frieza has the fists. So he's got like the chest puffed out, ready to fight. These are really cute little figures. They did a really good job on this one as well. He is in the Saiyan armor with the big, huge...
Well, it's not Saiyan armor.
Well, it's... I think of it as Saiyan armor.
They call it Saiyan armor
Vegeta
often,
wears,
but
so.
it is the armor of, like, his army and stuff.
The Frieza army.
Kinda
we'll
armor.
say that.
It did show up first as Saiyan armor, so yeah, I guess you could call it that if you want.
I'm calling it Saiyan armor.
But, yeah, he's not a Saiyan.
No.
He is a frost demon.
He's got the big, huge shoulder blades, which for some reason just looks really amusing on him.
Yeah.
He's got the legs bare, but with the little cuffs on his ankles. And he has that awesome helmet that when he first shows up in the show, he's got that ridiculous helmet with the big, huge black horns.
Now,
just looks hysterical.
Of course, if you're not familiar with Dragon Ball, and you've watched our videos in the past, you might be saying, what the heck? That's not Frieza, because we've shown him in multiple different ways, but mostly we've shown him as the white form that we always show, and the golden form.
Yeah.
They all show.
When he's battling.
Just to let you know, nobody ever always looks the same in Dragon Ball. Everybody transforms
changes
constantly.
all the time.
This is first form Frieza. This is when we first see him on Namek. And this was originally when Akira Toriyama intended to end the Dragon Ball Z series, actually, because he was supposed to be like the big, bad everything leading up to the Super Saiyan. Spoiler alert. Listen, it's 2018. This is from like the 80s and 90s. There's no such thing as spoiler alert for that. So it's your own fault.
500 episodes later.
No, you don't have to worry about spoiler alert for really, really old stuff. That's on the person. So, but yeah.
First form Frieza has all the kind of pink, ropey looking skin.
I don't know what you call it, but it's his classic Akira Toriyama classic arm design for aliens and stuff like that. But yeah, the spikes coming out of the head, and of course the big purple dome. He always has to have a form of the big purple dome. Super cool. Like you said, with the Saiyan armor.
The tail coming down across the back with the little purple tip, of course.
Of course, he's got the smirky look on him, you know what I mean?
He always has that look.
Yeah.
Especially when he first shows up in the show, he is confident that he is the strongest creature in the universe.
Yeah, well, he is so overwhelmingly more powerful than just everybody.
Yeah.
All the time. He's like, boop, boop, your planet's gone. So
he always has that look of...
Yeah, but super cool. I like Tamashii Buddies. The cool thing about Tamashii Buddies is if you need display space and you have multiple of them, you can stack them. That's what these do. They have the 2 more pegs that go up the front, and it makes like a cube, and you can stack on top. So you can make a
little stacked display, or you could just take the background right off if you want.
You could if you want, if you just want a flat one. But yeah, it's cool that you have the option to display them on top of each other if you're limited on space and you need to get them on a shelf. But yeah, I like them. They're cool. I like Tamashii Buddies. So, and I got this guy on sale at GameStop when we went downstate. So, super cool.
So we also have 3 of the WCF figures. This one is from the Battle of the Saiyans line, and these 2 are from just whatever.
Whatever line
I think
that
it's
is.
Resurrection F.
Looks like a Resurrection F line. Something like that. But anyway, let's start with the first form Frieza there.
So, I have the Battle of the Saiyans first form Frieza. They come in like 50 different pouches for some reason.
They come in parts. We gotta put them together.
This guy's mostly together.
Oh, okay, good.
Just his little stand fingers.
Well, my guy is in multiple pieces, so while I put him together, I'll let you talk about that guy.
So this, again, is the first form Frieza, but he's in his little hover pod thing.
hover chair thingy?
Yeah, his little ridiculous hover pod that... For the first so many episodes, you only see this much of it.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to get out of it, and he'll just
he doesn't have to
you.
do anything. So. His cronies do everything for him. And I love the look on this one, because he's doing it with the face. He's doing the that I love so much.
No, he's not. You know what that is? That is the exact scene. I didn't get to close look at it. That is the exact scene when he's up in space in the Bardock special. When he's about to launch the ball that just destroys Bardock's planet. It's a one-off special, so...
Well, it looks like he's doing the
No, that's this.
Yeah,
We're just finding excuses to do it, aren't we?
Yes. But he has the one finger up with the little energy ball forming around the finger there. And he has... I love how the tail is like coming out of the back of the chair and hanging over the back. It's just super cute. And he has... Same outfit as the Tamashii Buddy we just showed, and he has the little stand that goes in like so.
This is ridiculous, man. Like every little part has its own like sealed section.
I don't know why
it's ridiculous. Like I should have had this guy together by now. So I could see you're like waiting. You're like, okay, you're trying to keep talking so that I can get this guy built and cut in with this guy, but it's just not working. So,
you got it.
I know. But I can see you. You were like, oh my god, I'm running out of things to say. Please finish this guy. So.
But here he is in his little hover chair. They have it set up so that he is, in fact, hovering, which is awesome. I love this. I love the hover chair. He looks so funny.
Now, one thing about this guy is. Man, this has got stand overkill. So he's got 2 pegs on the stand for his feet, which you would assume, hey, that's enough. But it also comes with the post. Oh, I might have put it in backwards. I can't tell. But it comes with the peg thing, too, to hold him from the back. So that's 3 pegs to hold
that's definitely overkill.
This little guy up. So and he practically stands on his own.
Pretty much stands on his own. So.
I mean, talk about safety. But
I don't think this is really
I don't think that's necessary, but I'll just leave that out for now. But yeah, super cool. So he's basically the same again. He's got his hand on his hip, and of course he's again
got a bit of a
super cocky in the face. Not too much to go into here because it's the same outfit we've just discussed. Yep. You and the Saiyan armor on the Frosty.
It's Saiyan armor.
Again with the head and the horns pointing out. Very, very cool. I love the cocky pose of him. That's when he's just coming out. He's first on Namek on his feet when he's starting to fight like Krillin and all them. And very, very cocky.
The hand on the hip thing just has that sense of
Well, he's like really saucy.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm
like
gonna
he's
kick
saucy,
your
he's confident. He's an evil overlord ruler. Like it's just he's like you're nothing. Like I'm not even gonna break a sweat. So very very cool. So. Yeah, there you go. You could get into the next one while I'm discussing it. But
totally should have been opening this, but you had the box over there, and I wasn't paying attention.
You're just
and here you go. There's
worked
a head
up,
for
so
ya.
worked up. Oh, this one requires being put together too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, they have a million compartments for some reason.
So, of course, this is obviously my favorite form of Frieza. Yeah. Although the gold one is pretty cool too, but gold Frieza is basically this form Frieza, just with a color swap. So, both are really, really cool. But this is the classic Frieza character that I fell in love with.
This you would have seen on our channel a few
times. I love
times.
villains. I love menacing villains. So
again, it has the peg overkill thing going on.
No.
Although
no, this one doesn't
he only
really.
pegs on one foot, so that actually might be helpful to help him stand up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can get. I popped his head off. Oh. That's more like Goofy. Yahoo! Oh, I popped his tail off! Oh, it's all coming apart.
It's terrible. You're killing Frieza.
I am not that strong. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of peg him in for now. I'll figure the rest out later. I think that's enough. They're not big figures, and they're not heavy.
They're not heavy, so they're not.
So they're not going. Yeah, the weight of them is not going to like warp them or anything like that. It's not like they're a large, top-heavy figure. They're small figures, super cool collectibles though, and this is of course the Frieza, you know, the pose.
He's got the hands out.
This pose.
Yeah, there you go. that pose.
That is the classic Frieza pose. That is the Frieza pose that's burned into every Dragon Ball fan's memory. Is when he shows up and he does that after his transformation. Yeah. That is when we first see him reveal his final form. Which, again, he gets another form later, way on when they made Super.
Nobody's final form is ever final.
No, this isn't even my final form. But yeah, super cool. This is my favorite version of Frieza. He's got the pure white lizard-like skin because he's the Frost Demon.
Yeah, but with the kind of shiny purple.
Yeah, super shiny purple dome, the shoulder pads. He's got the purple on the backs of the hands there where you can still see that liney kind of design. He's got the 3 toes on the foot and the purple pads on the thing too, and of course his tail. Super, super cool. Love the design of Frieza. Love everything about the guy. So he's pure evil. I love evil stuff. So
he's got surprisingly well sculpted muscles on this one too for such a small figure.
They are. That's the thing, is they're small figures, but they're extremely well done. Well, again, they're by Banpresto.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Banpresto doesn't really do
I've been having a really hard time trying to find Banpresto stuff that I don't like. Even I mean in my themes, like obviously I'm not going to collect things that aren't stuff I watch and things like I don't watch One Piece. But their One Piece figures are fantastic if you're a One Piece fan, right? But yeah, they just don't make stuff that I don't like. So they're so good at what they do. And capturing...
They do amazing. They really... You can tell that they love the shows. Yeah. And they take a lot of care into making the characters.
They capture the scenes right out of the shows. Like, they don't even just make a figure. Like, they capture moments in the shows. And that's what's amazing. Alright, so next... We're going to look at Golden Frieza. This is from the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F line. This is when he goes into his gold transformation that we just talked about. What are you giggling about?
His final form +1.
It's his final form for now, unless they make a new one in Super 2. If that Super 2 happens, I don't know. But these come... very, very packaged. You can see they come in the box covered in...
Surrounded by cardboard.
Ooh, there's not too many parts. Okay.
Yay.
So, super cool.
Not too much building on this one.
So, let's take a look at the cigar here. I'm just going to get it all open and then show it to him after I get them complete because it's annoying to take all these things out of the bags. Putting him together, there he goes. That is super cool. I like that. That's shiny and cool.
That is nice. They did a really cool paint job on this guy. I love the gold. It's got that shimmery quality to it, you know what I mean? And the purple is a little bit duller to help that pop out.
Yeah, very cool. Very shiny.
This is very similar to the mold form of Final Form Frieza. but he is all gold, of course.
And of course, making a gold form of Frieza, it was just, well, he wanted to kind of emulate the Super Saiyans, which he was defeated by. At the same time,
but
he's just
have hair.
At the same time, he's just so. Frieza's just so flamboyant and showy. You know what I mean? Like he's all about like. He's showing off, you know what I mean?
Full
like
of himself.
he is so peacocking.
Yes,
when
exactly.
he turns into this form, like he is peacocking. He is letting his plumage. Is it? He's letting his plumage show. He's letting it flourish. He's like, bathe in my plumage. So
he's
plumage
shining.
bath.
He's showing off his shininess.
You're gonna have a plumage bath, whether you like it or not. So super cool. Love the tail on this one.
Yeah, they did a really good job on the tail, and that's kind of important because he's always like fighting with his tail and stuff. It's not just for show.
And now Dragon Ball fans will notice that the tail is not cut here. That's because this was after Frieza was wished back to life.
Yes.
That's how he started training and got his new form. Very confident in the face. Again, he just achieved a new power, and he is going to get revenge on Goku and Vegeta, right? He's really not happy with them for, killing and stuff. Well, they didn't kill him though. Trunks killed him.
Good point.
But they did turn him into like a half cyborg weird thingy. So that probably didn't brighten his day.
And they started it.
Yeah, you started it. So
he has the grasping fists and he's flexing.
Of course.
He's doing. We talked about different Dragon Ball figures before with the flexing. They have all the muscles are like bulging out.
Yes.
Like he's just. You know what I mean? He's doing that grunting that they do in
But he's
all
not
Dragon
though.
Ball.
He's just standing there.
Well,
he's
I mean,
imposing.
He's calm and
he's not powering up here. He's just imposing. Like he's just like
he's showing up again with the plumage. He's like, look at my muscles.
But I don't even think he's flexing. I think he's just that ripped. He's ripped.
Oh,
like look at them. They're all naturally ripped. Goku is at rest and his chest is like this at this point, right? So like that's just him going like, hey, I'm ready to fight. Are you ready to do this, right? But yeah, super cool. Love DXF figures. They're fantastic. My phone keeps blinking and it keeps distracting me. But everybody's talking to me all the time.
Always talks.
Everybody's always talking to me. Well, it just you say that, but it never stops when we're not filming. Because we just talk to people. We like to talk to people. It's fun. It's fun. So anyway,
the big one.
You didn't contribute there, so I had to move on. So this is the Master Stars piece Frieza. Like I said, Master Stars pieces. I love them. They're fantastic. So we got to take a look at this guy. This guy is definitely going to be in parts. So probably going to have to put him together again. Of course, wrapped in the cardboard again for extra caution. And
they take care. They take care.
We will get this guy together, and then we will show him. Look at this. This is badass. Oh, there we go. I wasn't sure on how to get the thing in there, but
Master Stars pieces usually go together pretty easy. They're usually only like 2 pieces, 3 pieces.
Yeah, they're only a couple pieces you usually put together. They usually, freestanding though, they usually have a problem, but they always come with like extra stands. Usually they attach to the foot.
Yeah, usually they're like kind of a round clear plastic that attaches to one foot to make them have that little bit of steadiness.
But this one actually goes behind Frieza's tail. So that's different. He doesn't actually have the foot one like the other ones. I guess because he doesn't have the standard boot like the other ones too.
He has a weird shaped foot.
So. He does. He has the big weird 3-toed splayed right out sideways foot. So he actually stands with the little stand behind his tail. So that's actually cool too because it doesn't show as much on the figure. Like you got this big boot like somebody's trying to steal your car. Locked into it, you know what I mean?
They're not bad because they're clear and everything, but yeah.
Oh no, I like them, but yeah, so very cool. As soon as you take it away, though, he seems to start being tippy.
Yeah, he's a little bit tail heavy, so this guy is basically
awesome.
The exact same pose as the little guy that we showed off earlier, but obviously this is much nicer.
Look at it, it's freaking awesome.
He has. He's doing the pose with the hands out and the 1 foot forward and everything. Yep,
the classic. This is after my transformation reveal pose.
Extremely beautiful sculpt.
Oh wow, it's really well done.
And what really makes it is the paint job.
It's the shading, eh?
The shading.
The shading is fantastic
his body
on it.
Is all white, but they have that blue shading in and around all the muscles.
Just a very hint, like a hinted light bit of blue. And
it's almost a little bit like Shadow.
Yeah, it makes the muscles themselves stand out more, as if it was just a flat, like matte white, right? Yeah. It definitely gives them a little more depth and a little more precision in the sculpt.
It really, really makes it pop out. It's very, very beautiful. And
oh, sorry, go ahead. No, okay, I didn't know what you were getting at. But of course, with all the Banpresto Master Stars pieces, it's all got little tiny line work in the sculpt to give it a little more depth. Like if you'll notice on his tail, there's all kinds of little lines. You got to get really close. I don't know if that will really show in the video. I'll try to capture it with a picture if I can. But like everything, like even the arms and everything, it's all got little tiny line work on it that you wouldn't really notice if it was flat. But
yeah, it's almost.
I think it's kind of a trick, like for like when your eyes are farther away, it still gives the figure that little bit of depth.
Yeah, it gives a little slight more texture.
Yeah,
it's almost like little skin wrinkles and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because when you get
make it look more like skin.
When you get it farther away, they're not as noticeable, but yet it still holds depth into the figure. Yeah, it just very cool.
Gives that impression. Yeah. And in addition, what I was going to say, in addition to the beautiful coloring of the white,
purple.
The purple is awesome. A lot of the purple ones we have, a lot of the Friezas I have, rather.
I want a car.
They have a shiny.
I want a car in this color. It's so sexy. So,
they all have a nice shiny purple to them. But this is like really, it's almost translucent.
It's vibrant.
It's very, very
so vibrant. It is so well done. It's way more, like, showy than I expected. You know what I mean? It stands out way more than I expected.
At the risk of sounding silly, it's more purple than the other purples.
More purple? It's more purple. It's purplier.
Like, just
purpler?
Even in comparison to these little guys we showed and the Golden Frieza, like, it's just a more purple. Yeah, like, it's just so bright and bold and vibrant and very, very beautiful.
God, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it goes great with the rest of the paint.
And his face. God, they captured his face perfect. Look at that. This is such a freaking well done, like little statue figure. I don't. Would you call it a vinyl figure? Call it a statue? Everybody calls it different things. Call it what you want.
I'm going with
statue. It's a fantastic addition to a Dragon Ball collection or a toy collector's collection in general. I love it. Actually,
He's awesome.
It's better than I thought when I just saw the box here. And a weird thing I noticed on the box, too, it's Master Sword's piece, the Frieza, but it has Dragon Ball Super written on it, which is funny because that is his, his pose, his reveal from Dragon Ball Z. And all the other ones that I have say Dragon Ball Z on them. And I mean, and that's his Dragon Ball Z pose. So I just found it weird that Super was on the box. But, I mean, who cares?
Random
it's the box. It's the box. I'm not showing you a Master Source Piece box. If you buy that and you keep it in the box, what are you even... You're not collecting. You're just accumulating. Like, there's a difference between collectors and accumulators. I'm sorry. There's a huge difference between collectors and accumulators. I can't stand accumulators.
No.
So
you have to have something like this out on a shelf.
On display.
Look at how gorgeous he is. And he's like... Frieza is so white and purple, but they managed to get all of these little details and all the, like, the paint on his fingernails and his toenails and the little skin wrinkles, like we said, the lines down his face. His eyes are perfect.
Yeah.
He's got, like,
and
look how evil he looks.
And his little Mega Man side ears.
I know, those weird little Mega Man side ears make me laugh.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so good. I love it. I cannot wait to get this on display. We have to build that Dragon Ball shelf right now because
they did a perfect job on it.
The old Dragon Ball shelf just got way too small, and we keep opening stuff, and we got nowhere to put things. I shoved some stuff up there, so that stuff might stay there because I do want to have some Dragon Ball representation in the background of our videos at all times, despite having tons of Dragon Ball stuff everywhere.
Yeah, we might need an entire one of these shelves just for Dragon Ball by the end of it.
Most of my other stuff is kind of, our other stuff's themed a little bit. I mean, some of it's still a little bit all over the place, but it's themed a bit on these shelves. Like, Godzilla stuff's in, Godzilla section. It's not just one company Godzilla, but it's all different companies, but it is like kind of like a Godzilla section. Whereas, like, this stuff is more, we just want to show you guys as much cool stuff as we can so that you guys can discover things that you might want to search for and add to your collection, right? It's it's just, I don't know, it's more fun that way.
Exactly.
So it's about showing you guys cool stuff, and you know, I don't know, it's cool. That's what collecting is. It's not just hoarding stuff and stacking it on top of each other. It's having fun finding cool things that you might not have known existed. So
variety is the spice of life and a good collection.
Exactly.
So that was six new Friezas for our Dragon Ball collection.
Good tea.
Totally awesome. Obviously gotta love the Master Stars piece, that's amazing. But you guys let us know in the comment section below what you thought of all of the little Friezas that we showed off today. Which one is your favorite and all that kind of thing.
This one.
Obviously.
Obviously it's this
Obviously.
one. If you choose anything, I mean, they're all fantastic, but you just can't go against the Master Stars piece. Look at it. It's freaking gorgeous.
But don't listen to Jason, just let us know in the comments
I
section.
don't care. It's sexy. It's sexy. Look at that sexy purple.
If you've enjoyed the video, guys.
You know you'd have a car in that purple. You would.
I do like purple.
You do like precious.
Give us a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement, Jason from TB on Twitter, and of course, as always, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye.